galit sila sa mga nabangga ko. Yung mga nabangga ko, mga tao nila.
May I know why the late Mayor Rolando Espinosa was taken out of your custody?
Number one, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, Mayor Espinosa, mayroon siyang reservation sa sarili niya. Nagsabi siya sa akin na, Sir, wag mo lang ako i-turn over kasi papatayin talaga ako. Pero nandoon na si Mayor sa kulungan. Nung Saturday na yon, hindi pa dumating ng Monday, tinira na si Mayor Espinosa. I am very bold and brave to say that Mayor Espinosa talagang tinabaho lang ng walang kalaban-laban. Ang Chief PNP, siya kasi, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, it's very obvious na siya lahat, galing sa kanya lahat ang instruction.
During the time of what? Of who?
General Bato, Your Honor,
General
Mr. Chair.
De La Rosa. So, nung panahon na yon, when you say that the PNP is the biggest crime group in the country, ang leader ng crime group na yon ay si General De La Rosa.
It may be, Your Honor.
No,
I'm not referring for the PNP.
Tinatanong kita dahil yun ang statement mo eh.
Kasi it was asked by Congresswoman Nograles and some of the members of this committee with regards to bagmen, pera-pera. Okay? Now, ang tanong po, saan po nanggagaling yung pera? Sino nagbibigay ng pera?
Sa amin,
Sa police, from the police.
Sa akin naman, Your Honor, yung mga LGU, sinabi ko nga na LGU ang nagbigay ng reward.
So, kailanman hindi ka nakatanggap ng pera galing sa police with that reward?
For reward, Your Honor, came from the police. Hindi ako nakatanggap.
Sigurado ka?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you know, because the name Colonel Leonardo and Light Colonel retired, Garma was mentioned in the previous hearing by one of the PDL witness. Do you know personally Lieutenant Colonel Garma and retired Colonel Leonardo?
Si Sir Leonardo, sir, hindi ko alam. Pero si Ma'am Garma, nakilala ko kasi naging chief of police yan ng Cebu City, Your Honors.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I think some of the resource person that we have invited are sitting at the back. So can we ask them to sit in front, Mr. Chairman, so that we can prepare for the next witness, and maybe some question will be raised from this representation sa kay Colonel Espinido po.
Congressman Paduano, may I know who among our resource
Colonel
persons?
Leonardo, because I mentioned him.
Colonel Leonardo, are you present? Can you please...
Lieutenant Colonel Garma.
Colonel Garma, are you present?
Wala. Yung Narsoles.
Colonel Leonardo, can you occupy the seat beside the lawyer of Colonel Espinido? Colonel Garma, is she present? Rohina Garma, she's not present. Superintendent Padilla, are you present? Can you please occupy the seat beside Colonel Leonardo? Who else? Congressman Paduano?
Mr. Chairman, as of now, sila lang po muna. Unless otherwise, name will crop up, then we will ask the invited guest or resource person to be seated in the front, Mr. Chairman. Now, can I proceed, Mr. Chairman?
Please proceed.
To Colonel Espinido through the Chairman. So you never have any interaction or meetings with Colonel Leonardo?
Hindi ko, sir, na. Ngayon ko pa na para nakikita si sir.
You just met Colonel Leonardo?
Ngayon lang siguro, sir.
Okay. Yung unfortunately, Mr. Chairman, si Light Colonel Rowena Garma, retired, is not present, no? But, Mr. Chairman, before I forgot, I move that we issue a show cause order for retired Light Colonel, former PCSO GM, Rowena Garma, Mr. Chairman. So move.
There is a motion to issue a show cause order for Lieutenant Colonel Garma, Rohina Garma, duly seconded. And hearing no objection, the motion is carried.
Anyway, Colonel Espinido, I will not ask you anymore about retired Colonel Garma because she's not present in this hearing. Mas maganda po nandito siya, di ba? Para at least masagot niya yung mga katanungan ko sa iyo. Okay? So, maybe in the next hearing. Now, let me proceed with
Can we take the oath of, Mr. Chairman, first the Napolcom Commissioner Leopoldo, Adibelto Leopoldo, and
Comsec,
Superintendent Padilla, please.
please administer the oath of our resource persons.
Please stand and raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in this congressional inquiry? So help you God. Thank you.
Please proceed, Congressman Paduano.
Thank you, Chairman. Again, for Colonel Expedito to the Chair. Colonel, you mentioned about Mayor Navarro. Is Mayor Navarro still the mayor of... Is he alive? Is still the mayor? Is it... You don't knowledge.
Hindi na, Your Honor, hindi na siya mayor ngayon.
But he's still... Where?
Mayor Navarro.
Because...
He died, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, namatay daw, sabi ni Attorney Fernandez. Namatay na ngayon, oh.
Mr. Chairman, just for confirmation, may we ask the COMSEC to secure a death certificate for Mayor Navarro? Because the statement coming from Colonel Espinido implicating and quoting Mayor Navarro, Senator Bongo, in your statement kanina, di ba? Hindi ka kasi, wala kang direct knowledge doon, di ba?
Yes,
It's Mayor
Your Honor,
Navarro that told you na quoting Senator Bongo. Tama
Yes, Your
po?
Honor, Mr.
So,
Chair.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the COMSEC be directed to secure a death certificate just to confirm that indeed Mayor Navarro is already dead. So, move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion to direct the COMSEC to secure a death certificate of Mayor Navarro. Duly seconded, hearing no objection, the motion is carried.
Chairman, can I proceed? Now, Colonel Espinido, you were assigned when you were assigned in Bacolod City, just for a few months, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, you were assigned in Bacolod City. That was the time when then Colonel Ebreu was relieved.
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Now, okay. Bago ako pumunta doon, because that was a very special assignment for you as just a late colonel the time. Because alam po natin, the lowest rank that should be assigned in Bacolod City that time, because that is a highly urbanized city, is full colonel. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, who assigned you? Kasi usually, ang mag-assign lang for a city director is the regional office. Tama? So, assigned you in Bacolod City that time?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Ang nag-assign sa akin, si President, narinig man natin sa pronouncement niya na i-assign ako sa Bacolod. But properly, documentation came from regional Chief PNP.
Chief PNP because of the Section 66, yung reassignment and the assignment.
Yes.
Tama?
Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor, Mr. Chair.
So, of course, it's the President that announced that Espinido will be assigned, and blah, 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 in Bacolod City. But, of course, properly executed on Senator Bato by executing Section 26, tama?
Yes.
Okay, now, before going to Bacolod, you pass by Iloilo.
Yes,
Oh.
Mr. Chair.
Anyway, ito yung nangyari doon sa Iloilo, Colonel Espinido. Nagka-problema doon yung family ni Mayor Mabilog, especially the wife. Because on the day that you were assigned there, kaagad-agad the following day, lumipad papuntang Japan yung asawa ni Mabilog. Because Mabilog the time was in Japan because of an official engagement. No? So, nag-travel doon. Alam mo bakit? He traveled to Japan and then never go back in the country. Dumiretso sa Canada because they are afraid of you. Because a lot of rumors and statements from Grapevine that your assignment in Iloilo City is to eliminate drug syndicate, and that includes the name of Mayor Mabilog. Now, question, what is really your assignment during the time? Why you pass by Iloilo? Because your assignment at the time is in Bacolod City.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, naggawa ako ng investigation sa Iloilo, and really I found out na hindi from Iloilo yung source ng drugs, from Bacolod. Kaya pagkatapos sa Iloilo, pinapapunta na ako ng Bacolod, Your Honor,
Oh,
Mr. Chair.
but your assignment is in Bacolod City, not in Iloilo. Who gives you the authority to investigate in Iloilo and going to your assignment, which is Bacolod City?
The regional director, Your Honors.
Regional Director of Region 6.
Region 6,
And
Your
who is
Honor.
that Regional Director that time?
In the person of Brigadier General Rene Pamuspusan, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So, si General Pamuspusan that time.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, from Iloilo, you stayed in Iloilo for how many days?
2 months, Your Honor, if I'm not forgotten. 2 months.
What is your official assignment in Iloilo for staying for 2 months? Because your order is for Bacolod City to be the OIC.
Assignment, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I have no document that designated me as to assign, but only the verbal instruction na job. Imbestigahan mo dito, job.
So that is only a verbal instruction? Is it usual to the PNP to give verbal instructions without any document?
Done, Your Honor, but as a junior officer, it will comply. Ganun lang talaga.
Follow the chain of command?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Sige, anyway. Mr. Chairman, kaya binanggit ko yon because that statement of Colonel Espirido only confirmed that indeed he was in Iloilo, at saka sinabi ko rin na dahil kaya nandun siya is to investigate, but it frightens and threatens the life of the former Mayor Mabilog. That's why ako, Mr. Chairman, in open and public statement, that was a statement coming from the former President, nung he berated then Mayor Jed Mabilog. That's why if we can do something about it, we can better invite Mayor Mabilog if all the legal procedures will be followed, Mr. Chairman, from this committee, Mr. Chairman. Kasi malaga yung presence din ni Mayor Mabilog just to confirm na indeed pagdating niya, kaya hindi na siya bumalik. No? At the same time, yung statement ni former President Duterte, di ba? Kino-confirm niya yan, di ba? In public.
Yes.
Sinabi niya
Yes,
yan, yung kay Mabilog, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Tama, okay. Now, let's go to Bacolod City. So, you were assigned because of Section 26. Now, during the time, you mentioned kanina about a certain elected public official that was delisted through yung PRD list. PRD list. Okay. Kasi, with due respect to Colonel Espinido, he cannot really determine whether the PRD list and the PDL list is just the same. Because I talk also to the media, it's so different. And until now, the PRD list still exists, and the PDL list still exists. And they cannot validate the PRD list because of question of legal procedures that should be followed. Anyway, I just want to make it on record, Mr. Chairman, that Colonel Espinido is not in sorry po, you're not in a position to conclude that the PRD list and the PDL list is one and the same. Okay? Now, you mentioned about a councilor or an elected official that was in the list. Is it Councilor Kanotan? Kasi you mentioned about the resort and everything. Because Kanotan, former Councilor Kanotan, was the owner of Camp West 1, Highland Resort, in Bacolod City. You confirm?
You mentioned that, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Yun ang sinabi ko.
Okay. So, but before you assign in Bacolod City, this is a parochial, Chairman, no? I hope maintindihan ng mga members dito. This is a parochial, but ito po kasi, it only shows that this is the policy of the President. Because, Kanotan, do you confirm that he was ambushed, but fortunately, he survived?
Hindi ko narinig yun, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na naambos.
You're not, why Colonel Ebrio was, in your own knowledge, why Colonel Ebrio, the then Chief of Police, was was relieved and replaced by you? Though light colonel lang yung rank mo.
Actually, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na-assign ako doon as Deputy City Director for Operation lang.
Who is the chief of police that time?
Si Vinyas, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, si Colonel Vinyas.
Colonel Binyas?
Yes.
Yung Binyas na, who is now,
Attorney.
saan siya na kayo na-assign?
Hindi ko ngayon siya alam, Your Honor. Basta abogado yun siya na Colonel, na siya ang City Director ng Bacolod.
Anyway, okay. Now, ganito po, Colonel Espinido, you were assigned Bacolod City and you recommend the delisting of the name of Canutan because sabi mo nga kanina, that is all political motivated.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tama?
Yes,
Ikaw
Your Honor.
nag-recommend.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Now, sinong kinausap mo for the name of former Councilor Canutan to be delisted?
May mga operatives ako sa I'm not only Deputy City Director for Operation, Your Honor, in Bacolod. At the same time, head ng City Anti-Narcotics Unit ng Bacolod. So
Ikaw?
yung mga yes, Your Honor. So yung mga operatives ko ang nag-recommend na, sir, sinali lang ito ganun. So gawa ng result binigay sinabi ko kay President.
So that is documented.
For that time, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, hindi documented yun kasi usap-usap lang kami ni Presidente.
Anyway, ganon yun, Mr. Chairman. I just want to establish na yung PRRD list, ganon lang kabilis. Maybe we have to check because PDEA, we have to check it. DLG, we have to check it because ganon lang kabilis na pwedeng tanggalin without proper documentation. Di ba? While ordinary people allegedly involved in drugs, napakahirap po ng process nun.
Yes.
From the barangay to the city or municipality, province, region, and go to the national. Napakabilis po yung delisting na ginawa kay Mr. Ka. I'm not saying that I'm against that delisting for Canutan. What I'm saying is the process, how he was delisted, ganun lang kabilis. And I do believe na yung mga PRRD list is also a problem. If that is that fast, that Canutan was delisted, magdududa na po tayo. Na yung paglalagay doon sa PRRD list, medyo napakabilis din. Tama?
I am with you, Mr. Chair.
So you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. Now, from Bacolod City, bakit ka nirelieve doon tapos Negros Oriental na naman yung mission mo?
Bacolod City, Your Honor, na kuha natin yung mga elected officials and there is one involved nga ng PDEA, member ng PDEA. Going to ang investigation kasi, Your Honor, pag makuha mo yung mga poser, sila na magsabi kung saan galing yung source ng drugs. So, kung susundan mo yun palagi, going to drug lord na talaga yon. So, marami ang paraan na para makuha natin yung drug lord. Kung mamatay yung mga user poser, wala ka nang makapagsabi yung statement mo na madirekta mo sa drug lord kasi sila ang magsasabi. Going na nandoon na nahuli natin, na ang pusir palagi from Negros Oriental dalhin sa Bacolod, yun na ang...
Okay. But is that an official again? Or an order coming from General Bato na yung pagpasok mo doon sa Negros Oriental?
Yung investigation yun na result, sa akin na yun talaga na ako na nagsabi na yung drugs.
Hindi, kaya nga ang tinatanong kita, is that an official function of yours?
Yes,
During the
sir.
time that you are the deputy for operation?
Yes, Your Honor. As also a chief of anti-narcotics drugs in city.
Pero pumasok ka na sa Negros Oriental.
Dito lang ako banda, Your Honor, sa Bacolod lang talaga. Pero ang information revealed that came from...
So you never went to Negros Oriental?
None yet.
Okay, ganito lang po. Balikan ko lang po yung nangyari kay Canutan. Fortunately, nabuhay. Okay, but you said you're not familiar with that.
Yes, sir.
But eto lang eto theory, no? Kaya ka in-assign doon because during in one occasion in Bacolod City, right after Canutan was ambushed, fortunately, he survived. Because he is the councilor of Bacolod City, then Colonel Ebrio sent PNP personnel to secure at Riverside Hospital. Kasi elected public official siya eh. Doon nagalit po si Presidente at saka si Senator Bato. Bakit daw binigyan ng security ang isang nasa drug list. HPT pa. High value target pa. And later on, sabi mo nga, through your recommendation, without proper documentation, dinilist.
Yes.
Now, alam mo ba yun, na Colonel Eberio during that activity, you were not assigned yet in Bacolod City. Pero alam mo ba yun, na his name was mentioned by the President, pinagalitan, hindi nga alam siguro ng Presidente, nandun sa loob ng El Fisher Hotel.
Yes, sir.
Because of that, alam mo yun?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so you confirm. Okay, now, Mr. Chairman, with that, since it is not only me that is interested, or maybe the whole committee is interested to the presence of former Chief of Police of Bacolod City, Colonel Ebrio. Now, I think he's now a one-star general or two-star. I do not know. I never seen him or communicated with him after that incident when he was relieved. Mr. Chairman, I move that we will invite to shed light and to testify in this investigation, former Colonel Ebrio, in the next hearing, Mr. Chairman, to shed light with regards to the relief order that was given to him during that incident in Bacolod City. Because, Mr. Chairman, just to add, because Colonel Espinido confirmed to me na narinig niya through the grapevine na kaya ni-relieve si Colonel Ebrio because nagalit si Senator Bato, now Senator Bato, and President Duterte kay Ebrio because of giving protection through a security escort to the former Councilor Canotan, Mr. Chairman. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion, as stated, duly seconded. Hearing no objection, the motion is carried. Comsec, please take note of the motion of Congressman Paduano.
Mr. Chairman, last na lang po, Mr. Chairman. This can be
Please
answered.
make it short.
Yeah,
Last
yeah.
na lang.
Ito na lang po, Colonel Ebrio. Whether you will answer this, alam ko sensitive to eh. Whether you will answer this or not. In the last hearing, there are two PDLs. Siguro na monitor mo rin. Yung dalawang PDL from Davao Penal Colony, which they admittedly, they were involved in the killing, all eliminating the 3 Chinese nationals. And then in fact, the name of Colonel Leonardo Garma, former Light Colonel Garma, and Bureau Corps Chief Padilla and Narsoles was mentioned. No? And of course, Jail Guard Officer Foro was also mentioned. Now, that was, I think, that was the first elimination incident inside a jail facility that happens in the country. Now, they mentioned about 32 list of names that was shown to them by Narceso, but of course, sinabi pa sa kanila na only 3, no? Yung 3 lang po dito sa Davao Penal Colony, and may mga theories. And I will not force you to answer this. Ikaw ba naniniwala sa dalawang theory? Kaya pinagpapatay yung mga Chinese national. No, and that started in Davao. That was August. Davao Penal Colony. Well, in fact, Duterte only assumed power that time, on July. Then, August, yun na pong nangyari. That was the first incident in the country involving allegedly drug lords, Chinese drug lords. Now, question, do you believe that there are 2 theories with that? One is to eliminate those Chinese nationals because they are part to be covered by this drug war. Kasi yung iba doon, alam kung sino-sinong protector at mga tao sa likod nila. And second theory is to eliminate those drug lords because they are part of quote-unquote kompetensya.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, dalawa yun ang masagot ko. Ang presidente, kung gusto na or makarinig na may nangyari, siyempre sa kanya, masayahan kasi wala nang problema sa drugs. But the other side, Your Honor, sa mga uniform personnel, na gusto patayin para hindi sila ma-involve, hindi sila masali kasi number 1, they are protecting them at saka kompetensya. Pero sa insakto, sa tama, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, hindi yung patayin para sila ang mapagsabi kung sino ang protector nila para matapos na ang drugs. Yun ang ginawa ko, sana yun ang ginawa ko na nagtrabaho sa Albuera na makuha natin para makapagsalita. And it works, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na si Mayor Espinosa nagsasabi lahat ng sino ang protector nila.
No, but we are talking about is the Chinese nationals. Diba? Kasi iba yun eh. Kasi international drug traffickers yung mga yun eh. Well, in fact, some of them are chemists dito sa bansa. The first three was a chemist, based on my information. So, anyway, I will not belabor on that, Mr. Chairman. Maybe in this executive session, pwede natin palaliman. But as of now, Mr. Chairman, I will end my interpellation to Colonel Espinido. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Paduano. And last but not the least, for this witness, Congressman Acop, you are recognized. And then we will proceed to the next witness.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Magandang hapon po sa atin lahat. Colonel Espinido, doon sa affidavit mo, 3 bagay lang ang importante doon. Yung assignment mo sa Albuera, yung assignment mo sa Ozamis, at saka assignment mo sa Bacolod.
Yes.
Tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Now, pwede ko bang malaman kung ano po ang motibo ninyo kung bakit gumawa po kayo ng affidavit ninyo?
First, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, the documentation that I want to share this Quad Committee na ma-penalize tala through sa itong affidavit na to na mabigay ko sa inyo na totoo ang mga sinabi ko rito, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Sa paggawa mo ng iyong affidavit, wala po kayong galit kahit na kanino man?
Wala, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Now, nasaan ang pamilya mo?
Sa Isabelity, Your Honor.
Saan? Sa Leyte?
Isabelity, Your
Okay.
Honor. Mr. Chair.
Sa tingin mo, dapat Lieutenant Colonel lang ang ranko mo bago ka mag-retire?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I am contented for what I have since I am P1. Kasi yun lang hiningi ko sa Panginoon na, Lord, mapulis lang ako. For that promotion, Your Honor, kasi nag-spot promotion na ako, pero ganun lang siguro, Your Honor, kung marami nagsabi, actually, Your Honor, marami ang pagkataon na ma-spot promotion si Espinido. Pero nag-refuse ako kasi gusto ko, ang mga pulis ko lang ang ma-promote, hindi lang ako. Sa ganun na paraan, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So, masaya ka sa nangyari sa iyo sa polis?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Wala kang regrets?
No regrets, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. But when you signed your affidavit, you are aware of the consequences because doon sa mga statements na sinabi mo dito sa affidavit, kung nakinig ka doon sa mga sinasabi ng mga membro ng committee na ito, mabibigat po yung binitawan nyo pong statements dito sa inyong affidavit. So, you are aware of the consequences before you signed your affidavit.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Now, kung titignan natin, matanong ko po kayo, sa 3 assignment po ninyo, nasa listahan po kayo ng drug list. Bakit po kaya? Sa lahat ng assignment mo na sinabi mo, Albuera, Ozamis, at saka Bacolod, palagi mong sinasabi, nakakasama ka palagi sa drug list. Bakit po kaya?
Nung umpisa, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, mag-question ako sa sarili ko, bakit? Kaya sa testimony ko kanina, one time sinabi ko sila ni President Apats at saka si Senator Bato, si Chief PNP Bato at the time na bakit isinali niyo ako kung sabihan niyo na lang ako kung hindi niyo gusto para hindi ako malagay sa alanganin na ilistan niyo ako. So yun ang pag-intindi ko, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. But pagkatapos na sa sitwasyon ng assignment ko, I really make an siguro analysis, Your Honor, na galit sila sa mga nabangga ko. Yung mga nabangga ko, mga tao nila. There is one time, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na nagsabi sa akin na that is job games of the general. Isali ka, yung credibility mo, sirain para yung credibility mo na nag-file ng complaint sa mga officers at saka yung dinisban mo ng mga grupo, hindi na credible yung pagsasalita mo kasi kasali ka pala. So yun ang pagtintindi ko, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. And doon sa Albuera, ang prominente na insidente yun is yung surrender ni Kerwin Espinosa at pagkapatay ni Mayor Rolando Espinosa. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Yes. At sinabi mo rin sa iyong affidavit na nagtataka ka kung bakit nung nakuha si Kerwin Espinosa, ikaw naman na nagsimula ng operation against him, hindi tinurn over kagad sa iyo.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Hindi mo tinanong bakit?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ako ay junior officer lang. Cannot afford, Your Honor, pag mga high-ranking officer na sabihan mo na bakit hindi, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. It's very obvious sa lahat ng mga officer na magsasabi na, Job, ikaw sana ang maghawak para matapos na yung mga cases na pag-confirmation sa ganun lang, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Joy. When cases were filed against Kerwin Espinosa, right?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
May I know what unit filed the cases against him?
Yung sa illegal drugs, Your Honor, na na-search natin yung sa bahay nila at saka firearms, and one responsible for filing of complaint against Kerwin Espinosa and Mayor Espinosa is the CIDG and joint with the Provincial Intelligence Office, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay. And you also stated that na-acquit si Kerwin Espinosa and is now in Leyte.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Na-dismiss lahat yung kaso na final laban sa kanya?
According sa result ng media, Your Honor, and yung documentation na may release order na daw siya kasi na-dismiss lahat ang mga kaso niya.
Thank you. And he is now in Leyte.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. And still operating.
Hindi lang
An illegal
nag-operate.
drug business?
Hindi lang mag-operate, Your Honor, kasi he is running now for the mayor in Albuera.
Thank you.
Yes,
Now,
Your
we
Honor.
go to the father, Mayor Rolando Espinosa.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Mr. Chair.
Mayor Espinosa surrendered to the chief PNP then, General Bato de la Rosa. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And then, eventually, the mayor was turned over to your custody.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Now, when he was turned over to your custody, ano po ang instruction sa iyo?
Joby, tulungan mo si Mayor Espinosa, proteksyonan mo siya. Kasi magsasabi siya ng marami sa inyo. So, yun, natandaan ko, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
And marami po ba siya talagang sinabi sa inyo?
Marami, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Yan yung sinasabi po ninyo na magsabi siya ng mga listahan ng mga police officials na nasa listahan na kumukuha ng kuwan sa kanya pera.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Tama. And would you still have those documents?
Na file ko na, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, yung sa different department ng government natin kasi nag-file tayo sa Ombudsman, sa RIAS, but the folder, the original, before I assign in Uzamis, I turn over it to my provincial director with the person of Colonel Franco Simborio, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
But may I know, if you know, what happened to all those cases na na-file?
Exonerated, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Lahat?
Lahat.
Now, may I know why the late Mayor Rolando Espinosa was taken out of your custody?
Number one, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, Mayor Espinosa, mayroon siyang reservation sa sarili niya. Nagsabi siya sa akin na, Sir, wag mo lang ako i-turn over kasi papatayin talaga ako. So, ang ginawa ko, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, nag-request ako for a motion for custody sa judge doon sa Baybay. In which ang judge naman, verbally, nag-usap kami na approval niya next week. Pero nandoon na si Mayor sa kulungan. Nung Saturday na yon, hindi pa dumating ng Monday, tinira na si Mayor Espinosa.
So, nauna na-transfer siya sa Baybay Leyte
Yes, Your Honor.
before you filed your motion na to take custody of the late Mayor Espinosa.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay. And then, what transpired was, correct me if I'm wrong, nagkaroon ng search doon sa Baybay
Jail, Your Honor.
jail. Tama, at allegedly, nagkaroon ng enkwentro.
Yun ang sabi nila, Mr. Chair.
Walang report yon.
Mayroon, ginawa man yun na investigation sa Senate, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, but yun ang nangyari daw na may baril at saka may drug si Mayor Espinosa.
Now, paano makakalaban ng isang preso? Unang-unang tanong pala, paano nagkaroon ng baril yung isang preso sa isang jail? Ano tingin po ninyo?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, may mga interview ako na I am very bold and brave to say that Mayor Espinosa talagang tinabaho lang ng walang kalaban-laban. Kilala ko na si Mayor Espinosa, mabait na. Siya nga, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ang maglilid ng worship sa amin sa police station every 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning.
So you're of the opinion na kasama po siya dun sa EJK ng mga drug lords?
Perhaps, or maybe, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Hindi, tinatanong ko lang naman yung opinion mo eh. May kung alam po ninyo, kung anong unit yung nag-operate or nag-serve ng search warrant sa jail na yon?
Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, 8, Your Honor, in Region 8,
Region 8.
Tacloban.
Regional 8 office.
Yes, lead by Colonel Marvin Marcos, Your Honor, Mr.
Marvin
Marcos, Your Honor.
Marcos. And Colonel Marvin Marcos is still in the service?
Yes. He
Yes.
promote after, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
He was promoted,
Yes, Your Honor.
thereafter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, let's go to your assignment sa Ozamis. Bakit nasabi mo na parang inassign ka ron para mapatay?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, for the information naman sa lahat, Paruhinog is an organized crime groups for almost 30 to 40 years.
Leader ng Coratong Maliling.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Chair.
So, ang nasa isipan mo, pinadala ka ron para mayari ka ng Coratong Maliling?
Yes,
Ganun
Your
po ba?
Honor, Mr. Chair.
Yun ang tingin sa'yo?
Yes,
Now,
Your Honor.
when you were assigned there, what were your instructions given by your superiors?
Ganun lang, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Job, sige, ikaw lang bahala. Kung trabahoin mo dyan sa Ozamis. Kasi isog ka ba? Parang ganun, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Pag-intindi ko naman, kasi ako ang implementor, ako naman ang managot, ako ang makulong kung mangyari na hindi ko gawin ang tama. So, yun talaga ang in-observe ko, Your Honor. That's why dumating ng 6 months, 5 to 6 months ang nangyari before nag-join kami ng CIDG 10 para sa search warrant.
Who was then the mayor of Ozamis when you were assigned there?
Mayor Aldong Paruhinog, Your Honor, Senior.
Mayor na siya noon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oo. Hindi siya barangay captain.
Hindi, Your Honor. Ang anak lang niya ang Vice Mayor, si Nova Princess Paruhinog.
Yes, yung babae. May I know where she is now? Nasa kulungan pa ba?
She is convicted, si Nova Paruhinog,
Kaya
Your
nga,
Honor.
nasa kulungan pa?
Nasa kulungan, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Life sentence.
Now, there was an operation by to shall we say neutralize the Paruhinog family. Were you the one who operated or who implemented this?
The CIDG, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ang nag-apply ng search warrant. Joint lang kami ang local police ng Ozami City, Your Honor. Mr.
So,
Chair.
kasama ka.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Now, may I ask you, as a police officer, in accordance with your POP ba, yung pag-operate? When I say POP, Police Operational Procedures,
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
did you do it in accordance with your Police Operational Procedures?
Yes,
Yung search, implementation of the search warrant, 6 yata yon.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Na, bakit 15 o 15 or 16 ang namatay? Why?
That is simultaneous implementation of search warrant, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. May sa ibang side sa anak, si Nova Paruhinog, may dalawa na namatay yung security, isa ang buhay. They are all fully armed of long firearms, M16. At saka sa farm ni Mayor Aldong Paruhinog, farm ni Ardot Paruhinog, at saka sa mansyon ni Ardot Paruhinog, may namatay. Hindi lahat yun sa bahay ni Aldong Paruhinog, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So lumaban sila, they refused to obey yung search warrant.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. When in fact, may police investigator na kasama ko doon sa first vehicle, una ang natamaan before we drop from on board of the vehicle, siya ang unang natamaan. At saka doon na, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ang exchange of fire sa going to security ni Aldong Paruhinog, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Let's go to yung famous na statement mo, paragraph 34. From my experience, I can say that the PNP is the biggest crime group in this country. Ang ibig mo bang sabihin, yung Chief PNP ang Lord of crime? Kasi pag
First-
sinabi mo na yung PNP ang isang crime syndicate, ang big boss niyan ay yung Chief PNP. Siya ba ang big boss ng criminal syndicate known as the Philippine National Police?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I don't want to make any statement that the PNP itself is organized crime groups, but ang Chief PNP, siya kasi, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, it's very obvious na siya lahat, galing sa kanya lahat ang instruction.
During the time of what? Of who?
General Bato, Your Honor, Mr.
Gerald de
Chair.
la Rosa. So, nung panahon na yon, when you say that the PNP is the biggest crime group in the country, ang leader ng crime group na yon ay si Gerald de la Rosa.
It may be, Your Honor.
No,
I'm not
asking
referring
you kasi
for the PNP.
tinatanong kita dahil yun ang statement mo eh. Di ba? From my experience, I can say that the PNP is the biggest crime group in this country. Who is the leader of the PNP, which you consider as the crime group? Hindi ba yung Chief PNP?
Yes,
And
sir.
therefore, he's the Lord.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Tama.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Would that be a correct conclusion of mine?
I am with you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Sa tingin mo, Colonel Espinido, tatlong assignment, kasama ka sa drug list, pero wala naman nangyayari sa'yo. Di ba? Kagaya ng iba na nasa drug list. Napunta-punta ka nga sa ibang lugar, at sa tingin ko, to do the dirty job. Tama ba yung aking observation?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
And hindi mo ba na-feel na ginagamit ka lang?
Sometimes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, yun ang ma-feel ko na parang ganun lang. Pero as a law enforcer, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I cannot really refuse an order. But for me, mayroon naman tayong pag-iisip sa anong tama na gawin natin as a police officer.
So, if I follow up your answer to my question on paragraph 34, yung Chief PNP din noon ang head ng mga nagko-conduct ng extrajudicial killings. Kasi he's the head of the crime group.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, sorry, allow me not to answer your
I'm just following the logic of your answers, of your statements in your affidavit. Sinusundan ko lang 'yun.
I can say, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, that I am with you if we talk about the drug syndicate, but extrajudicial killings, yes, I cannot really justify it if Chief PNP was the one who is principal of that, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So when you say that the PNP is the biggest crime syndicate, it only pertains to illegal drugs?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Chair. That would be all.
Thank you, Congressman Acop. The chair of the Committee on Human Rights is now recognized for his very, very short manifestation as well.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just would like to ask very few questions. No? Mr. Chair, Colonel, I admire your courage to come here
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
to be a witness. And I really would like to believe in your story. And being a servant of the Lord also, I am so glad that you are always mentioning the name of God.
Yes,
Oo,
Your Honor.
Totoo yun. Sana hindi ka rin katulad ng pastor sa Davao na nagme-mention din ng name ng Panginoon pero hindi tama yung ginagawa niya. Hindi kayo ganon, no?
Hindi, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Lamat naman. Oo, kasi mine-mention din niya yung pangalan ng Diyos eh. Siya pa nga yung appointed son of God, sabi niya. Anyway, ito. Nakalagay po doon sa number 10 na affidavit mo, nakalagay, and I would like to quote, Mayor Espinosa had a list of police generals and other PNP officials who received money from their group as indicated in the ledger and in the copies of clear checks that we were able to recover from their accountant. We were able to recover. Nandiyan pa ba sa inyo yun? Yung mga yon, yung na-recover ninyo, nandiyan pa? O makukuha nyo ba? Pwede nyo bang i-present dito?
Sorry, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, kasi ang nangyari, pag ikaw ang nasign doon, iiwan mo yung mga documents, maliban sa na-file mo na mga documents doon sa DOJ, sa Ombudsman, sa RIAS, NIAS, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
O hindi ka nagpa-photocopy nun? Hindi. Wala kang kopya?
Lahat ng, actually, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ang original talaga ang sa akin at the time, but ipa-turn over yun when I was assigned.
Nasaan ngayon yun?
Sa provincial director ko at the time.
Pwede ba natin pasapuin na yun?
Pwede siguro, Your Honor, Mr.
Pwede,
Chair.
no?
Yes.
Oo,
Original lahat, Your Honor, Mr.
Pwede
Chair. Yung
makuha
mga,
ng committee. Oo. Well, later on, at a proper time, perhaps, I could be able to make a motion here to subpoena the documents that Colonel Espinido said sa kanyang number 10 na affidavit. Ito namang number 16, sa number 16, sinabi mo, the CIDG handled the cases against Kerwin. They were subsequently dismissed. I believe, ibig sabihin, naniniwala ka, Chief De La Rosa was involved in the dismissal of the cases that I built up against Kerwin Espinosa. Now, ang tanong ko, bakit ka naniniwala doon? Why do you believe that Chief De La Rosa was involved in the dismissal of the case that you built up against Kerwin Espinosa?
at the time, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, si Kerwin Espinosa is hawak nila ni Chief PNP Bato at saka ni Colonel Tiro.
How do you know that hawak nila yun?
Hindi man nila binigay sa akin, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So yun lang ang dahilan. Yung naniniwala kang hawak nila sapagkat hindi ibinigay sa iyo.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
At pagkatapos pinagbintangan ka na ikaw ay isa rin drug lord. Ganun ba yan?
Yun ang pinaniwalaan nila, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Doon na sila naniniwala. Sa sabi-sabi nila, sa akin hindi na.
Si Chief De La Rosa ba ang nagsabi na ikaw ay drug lord at naligay ka sa drug list?
Ang sabi lang niya, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, as I remember na, Juby, tumanggap ka pala ng 20,000 per month. Nandoon ka sa Davao na assign.
Sino po nagsabi nun?
Si General Bato de la Rosa.
Okay,
Your Honor, in his
ulitin
office,
natin. Chief De La Rosa, sinabi sa iyo ang alin, nakatanggap ka ng?
20,000 per month.
Okay. Bakit niya nasabi yun?
So ako sabi sa kanya, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na, Sir, bakit gano'n naman ang pagkuhan niyo sa akin? Sabi niya, si Albert, galing sa kay Kirwin, naghuli doon. Ang sabi ni Kirwin sa kanya, so lumabas ka agad si Albert, pero, Colonel Albert, pero, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, from the other side sa office ni Chief PNP Bato, siya din ang nag-confirm, nagsabi na, totoo yun, Juby. Kinausap ko si Kirwin, nagsasabi siya talaga na tumanggap ka ng 20,000.
Palagay mo kaya, pag si Kevin Espinosa ay pinatawag natin dito, he will confirm your statement?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, nagtestify na siya sa Senate, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na hindi, sa dalawang affidavit niya na binasa, ni Espinido na pangalan, hindi binanggit na tumanggap ng pera.
So, doon sa Senado, pinaniwalaan ka niya.
Siguro na konsensya, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na hindi talaga ako...
Palagay mo kaya dito sa aming committee, makukonsensya rin siya?
Hindi.
Kasi kung palagay mo halimbawa, pwede natin patawag si Kevin Espinosa upang confirm ang iyong testimony ngayong hapon, ipapatawag natin.
Pero, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, hindi maganda dito pa salitain natin yung drug lord. Confessed drug lord si Kerwin Espinosa, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. He is confessed drug lord, but yet, nasa labas, walang nangyari.
Ganon. Sino kaya nagpalabas sa kanya? Si Chief De La Rosa ba ang sinasabi mo? Naniniwala ka na ang nagpa-dismiss ng kaso ni Kevin Espinosa na pinapaniwalaan mong drug lord si Senator Bato de la Rosa?
Please allow me not to answer that question, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Hindi, nabanggit mo na kasi dito pag nabanggit mo yan dito, nagiging public na yan. Kahit na sabihin mo hindi mo isasabihin dito, pero nabanggit mo na dito
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, directly, pagsabi natin na ako nakarinig or maniniwala na si Sir Bato ang nagpapalabas kay Espinosa, hindi siguro maganda, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Ito, last question na lang, no? Nakalagay sinahin mo sa number 20 na yung salaysay. Right after my transfer, I had a meeting with Mayor Aldong Paruhinog inside a Baptist church.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ako po'y Baptist bishop Ano pong Baptist yun?
Headed by Pastor Ricardo Portona, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin, Baptist Pastor Parcona ba?
Cortona, Your Honor.
Portona. Oo. Narinig niya lahat ang pinag-usapan nyo.
Hindi lahat, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, kasi palakad-lakad si Pastor. Siya lang ang nag-closing prayer sa meeting namin.
So, alam niya ang nangyayari.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Siya ba ay kakampi mo o kakampi ni Ricardo Paruhinog?
That is the first time na nakita kami, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Nakita ko kasi na yung church is a neutral ground na mag-usap kami ni Mayor.
Neutral ground.
Yes, Your Honor,
Oo.
Mr. Chair.
So, kung meron siyang palagay kong alam dyan, kinakailangan siguro patawag din natin yung Baptist pastor na yan para mag-testify na i-confirm ang sinasabi mo. Sapagkat kailangan din natin dito ng mga witnesses that will confirm what you're saying. Alam mo, merong batas ang Hudyo in the Old Testament. Nakalagay doon, where there are 2 or 3 witnesses, an
Yes,
accusation is established.
Yes, Your Honor.
Palagay ko, attorney, ganun din dito, no? Di ba? There are 2 or 3 witnesses. So, please, if you can, provide us 2 or 3 witnesses that will confirm your statement because mas believable yan, sapagkat, look, aatakihin na naman tayo sa labas. Sabihin na naman sa ating hearsay ang sinasabi mo. And that is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, Mr. Chair, maraming salamat po sa pagkakataon na binigay niyo sa akin.
Para sa iba pang karagdagang mga balita at impormasyon, ay huwag po nating kalimutang mag-like, share at comment sa video na ito, at huwag po rin nating kalimutang mag-subscribe to continue supporting us. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood, at naway tangkilikin po ninyo ang aming YouTube channel.